Hello everyone! I'm sure everyone has heard of the Bermuda Triangle before. However, there are other notorious places where ships and airplanes are better off avoiding. Today, I'd like to introduce them to you all. Are you ready? Welcome to our channel. Let's keep the introduction short and get started right away. Michigan's Triangle. There is a mysterious Michigan Triangle located between Manitowoc, Wisconsin, and Ludington and Benton Harbor in Michigan. In this region, there has been an increase in cases of aircraft and ships vanishing without a trace. Unidentified flying objects and underwater objects have also been sighted here. Let's take a closer look at Ludington, a city in Michigan within this area. Its ominous reputation began with the disappearance of the sailing ship, the Rosabella, in 1679. Since no wreckage was found, the theory of encountering a storm lacked credibility. The ship was carrying 5.4 tons of fur. It might have fallen victim to pirates, or its crew may have mutinied, taking the valuable cargo and setting the ship on fire to cover their tracks. The truth remains unknown. In 1863, the schooner Rosabella vanished twice, but no crew members were ever found. The first recorded case of its kind occurred in 1875. On this occasion, the ship was towed back to port, repaired, and then set sail again. However, in 1921, something mysterious happened once more. Captain Ed Johnson refused to board the ship, suspecting foul play, and the Rosabella sailed without him. A few days later, the ship was found capsized, and once again, there was no sign of the crew. One of the more recent mysteries in the Michigan Triangle occurred in 1998. On a clear day, an Aero L-39 Albatross aircraft disappeared in the skies over the lake. It happened during a test flight with veteran pilot Don Schaller and flight instructor Donovan Rodriguez, who were preparing for an air show. About 40 kilometers from the airport, the plane vanished from radar. Extensive searches were conducted, but the aircraft was never found. Now, the most mysterious event in Lake Michigan took place in 1937. Captain George R. Donner set sail with his crew on his birthday aboard the cargo ship, the Rosabella, which was based in Ludington. After navigating the ship through treacherous ice, the captain went below deck and locked himself in from the inside. Then he disappeared. The crew had to break down the door, but the captain was gone. There was no way he could have left through the porthole. What happened? Nobody knows. That remains a mystery. Devil's Triangle. The enigmatic maritime area known as the Devil's Sea begins approximately 150 kilometers south of mainland Tokyo. This region is also referred to as the Devil's Triangle, drawing parallels with the famous Bermuda Triangle. However, the depiction of this triangle varies significantly, sometimes assuming shapes that bear little resemblance to an actual triangle. Devil's Sea encompasses 3 distinct areas within the vast distance from mainland Tokyo to Iwo Jima. Tales of the extraordinarily perilous nature of this Pacific corner began to circulate after 9 ships mysteriously disappeared in this area between 1949 and 1953. Enthusiasts who are drawn to the sensational theories believe that these incidents may be linked to an unusual magnetic field. In other words, enthusiasts suggest that similar phenomena to those in the Bermuda Triangle may occur here as well. However, according to Larry Cush, known for his research on the Bermuda Triangle, the disappearance of poorly equipped fishing vessels might not be so mysterious. Nevertheless, the incident involving the research vessel Kayo Maru No. 5 has garnered attention. According to tales among paranormal enthusiasts, the ship ventured out to investigate anomalies within the Devil's Sea and went missing in the process. In reality, this vessel set sail in 1952 to explore the underwater volcano known as Meosian Reef, where it was believed to have encountered an eruption. Subsequent investigations determined that the ship's catastrophic accident was induced by an explosion triggered by a sudden eruption. Since then, an area within a 15-kilometer radius of Mayajan Reef has been designated a danger zone, and vessels are advised to avoid entering it. Titanic wreck site. In the North Atlantic, there is perhaps the world's most famous shipwreck site. It is, of course, the location where the famous Titanic collided with an iceberg in 1912. It was originally a dangerous place, wasn't it? So, what if this wreck site has become a magnet attracting thrill seekers? In 2023, this magnet became the final dive point for the submersible Titan, carrying 5 people. However, it wasn't an iceberg that caused this tragedy. Tremendous water pressure crushed the Titan in an instant. And it wasn't just the water pressure itself, but a design flaw in the submersible. It can be said that underestimating the sea was confirmed once again. Sargasso Sea. There are seas without shores. Such an ocean itself may seem strange. However, the Sargasso Sea is the unique sea surrounded by no land. Adjacent to the famous Bermuda Triangle, this sea is another perilous area in the Atlantic. This vast vortex is encircled by 4 strong ocean currents, and its depth reaches up to 7 kilometers. Especially considering the vast growth of the seaweed sargassum, which even Christopher Columbus feared, it can be said to be a dangerous place to navigate. He feared becoming ensnared by the seaweed and lamented the absence of wind in this region. It's only natural to fear. Seaweed can indeed pose a threat. In 1969, during the Sunday Times-sponsored Golden Globe race for a solo circumnavigation of the world, the yacht of British businessman Donald Crowhurst, participating in the race, became entangled in the sargassum. When the yacht was found 10 days later, the skipper himself was not found, but instead, a logbook filled with incomprehensible musings and delusional comments was discovered. On the other hand, apprentice sailor Elisha Thompson was fortunate to escape from here. In 1900, he was the only survivor among the crew of the cargo ship SS J.G. Norwood during a fierce storm. When the ship got entangled in the Sargasso Sea seaweed, Elisha managed to board a small boat that had remained unharmed and eventually reach a passing ship by chance. During this unexpected encounter, he witnessed many shipwrecks. Among them, it's said that the SS City of Boston was also present. Bass Strait Triangle. The Bass Strait, which separates Australia and Tasmania, has long been associated with a notorious reputation. However, it was an event that occurred in 1978 that sparked the mysterious tales of the Bass Strait Triangle. On October 21st, pilot Frederick Valentich, flying a Cessna 182L during a training flight, reported being followed by another aircraft. He later added, "It's not an aircraft." The last radio transmission heard by air traffic control was described as metallic scraping sounds. Subsequently, communication with Valentich was lost, and the search yielded no results. This incident garnered the attention of mystery enthusiasts. Since the discovery of the Bass Strait by Europeans, hundreds of ships are said to have wrecked here, with dozens disappearing without a trace. Furthermore, the discovery of this strait itself is shrouded in mystery. In 1797, the Sydney Cove wrecked here, and the sloop Eliza that was searching for it also vanished without a trace. When the ship wrecked, some of the crew sought help by crossing the land. Along the way, they experienced many adventures, including encounters with hostile and peaceful indigenous people, and discovered Australia's second largest coal deposit. It's quite a plot for a book. Now, in 1920, a similar but even more tragic incident occurred. The SS Amelia J went missing in these waters. The HMAS Swordsman, which was involved in the search for this ship, also went missing. However, it doesn't end there. During the rescue efforts, 2 more ships, the SS Southern Cross and the military aircraft Airco DH.9A, also disappeared. It's unbelievable. Ship Graveyard of Lake Erie. The surface of the water may be calm like a pond, but sudden large waves can attack ships one after another. Lake Erie has given rise to this unpredictable situation, resulting in the wreck of anywhere from 500 to 2,000 ships. It has more sunken ships than anywhere else in the world, and scientists believe the number surpasses even that of the Bermuda Triangle. So far, 227 sunken ships have been discovered, and this region in North America has garnered attention from many experts and even NASA. The oldest shipwreck here is the schooner the Lake Serpent. This ship, after discovering a limestone deposit on Kelly's Island in 1829, and loading its cargo with the mined material, vanished en route to Cleveland. It wasn't until 2018 that the accident site was discovered by investigative divers. And this became a detective story where even the shape of rocks in the ship's hold played a part. The ship that was found was carrying unprocessed small stones, but the possibility lies in none other than the Lake Serpent, as it was not a later vessel transporting blocks of limestone cut from a quarry with mining facilities. What do you all think of these judgments by scientists? The Corrie Vrecken Whirlpool. The Corrie Vrecken Bay is a unique sea area that means the cauldron of the plaid in Gaelic. According to legend, the winter goddess washes her favourite plaid in this place. You can imagine how rough this place is. It's so rough that there's the third largest whirlpool in the world in the bay, and a boat carrying the famous writer George Orwell was wrecked nearby. Orwell survived, but otherwise, the world would have never seen the writer's works. The Marisburg Vortex. The Marisburg Vortex in Lake Ontario is said to have caused the disappearance of about 500 ships and 40 planes. And among these missing cases, there are some very mysterious stories. For example, there's the story of the schooner Bavaria, which was moving across the lake in a convoy in 1889. This ship was tied to a hopper ship in front by a rope. Suddenly, a strong wind blew and the Bavaria collided with the next ship and the rope came off. When the hopper ship reached the Bavaria, there was no one on board, and all that was left was a tray of bread in the oven. Including such stories, Lake Ontario attracts divers and other enthusiasts endlessly. Interestingly, they started their search not from the coast, but from archival materials. When the investigators looked through the files of old newspapers, they found 270 depictions of wrecks that occurred in the Marisburg Vortex. It is because of such discoveries that they become immersed in the investigation. Also, very recently in history, there is someone who witnessed a strange situation here. He said he learned the power of the Marisburg Vortex. In 1975, amateur pilot Ron Scott was flying over the calm waters of Lake Ontario in his own Cessna 172. The sky was clear. However, the wings of the plane were caught by an invisible giant. He was out of control for 10 seconds. Then this giant caught hold of the other wing, and Ron had another terrifying time. Fortunately, the pilot managed to escape, land the plane, and safely resolve the situation. And with that, we have come to the end of today's video. I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching. It would make me very happy if you liked this video and found it entertaining. If you did, please show your support by giving this video a big thumbs up and sharing it with your friends and followers on your social media accounts. I really appreciate your kind words and feedback. Well, this is not a final goodbye, just a short one for now. I hope to see you all again very soon. Take care and bye.